Day 15. Expect opposition. But when Sanballat the Horonite and Tobiah the Ammonite official heard of my arrival, they were very angry. Nehemiah 2:10. If a person gets his attitude towards money straight, it will help straighten out almost every other area in his life. Billy Graham. Achieving this goal is too important to quit. Nehemiah's first obstacle was facing the king, his boss, and of course the queen weighed in too. There is simply a different atmosphere when the discussion is man-to-man versus employee to employer and wife. Things that men don't think of are spoken. It is just a fact. When a man gets off the phone with someone, his wife asks, "So what did he say?" We men say, "Not much." The wife responds, "What do you mean? You were on the phone for 15 minutes. We mention about 10 seconds of data that we pared down, and invariably our spouse says, "Did you ask about ... What do we say? "Well, no, I didn't ask that. We spoke about other important stuff." The wife invariably says, "Well, what about?" We say, "Actually, we didn't talk about that either." Then she says, "Well, what did you talk about?" This is usually the gist of the hubby and wife differences. Now ratchet that up a few notches. After Nehemiah speaks, the king is probably getting the eyebrow look, and then the nod, and perhaps the whisper. This is where Nehemiah had to be completely in God's zone, because the king asked a question that most men would never ever think about nor answer correctly. How long will your journey take? And when will you get back? How long will it take for you to tackle the improbable or impossible? Don't know? How about 52 days? If Nehemiah could get the city jump-started in 52 days, then you, with God's help, can get your financial fortress on track so that the enemy does not deliver the final death blow. I have to warn you, folks are not going to like what you're doing. Plain and simple, people will be jealous, greedy, opinionated, and the list goes on. We've all been there. We have been on both sides, unfortunately. It is time to expect opposition and expect God's amazing hand to bring us through or to bring us home. Either way, we end up as the winner. Nehemiah had two consistent foes, and these unsavory characters were a cross between Hitler and a used car salesman, all wrapped up in warped and twisted minds. The two characters were Sanballat the Horonite and Tobiah the Ammonite. They heard someone wanted to promote the welfare of the Israelites. They were very disturbed, literally and mentally. The plot thickens, ... Who are your adversaries? Is it the corporate jealousy, the backbiting neighbors, the vicious family members, the uncaring bill collectors, or the spouse that seems to blame you for everything? Rest assured, the evil one will roll out new and relentless obstacles when you take these steps to honor the king. But as in Nehemiah's case, God protected him and continued to do so even amidst tremendous odds. Remember that your God does not care what the odds are. He makes the odds.